Welcome to the season finale of Pioneers in Leadership, a show where we sit down and have a deeper perspective and interviews with, of course, your favorite leadership within on campus. My name is Obie Jacobs and I'm the Prime of House Momentum, and I have my partner in media that is assisting me to unpack this conversation. Of course, he's just next to me. Colleague, how are you?
I'm wonderful, colleague. Thank you for asking. Excel Shafe, and this is your boy Joven K, your favorite RC media and marketing on campus. Also, not to forget my newly portfolio. Well, I'm the secretary of House Momentum as well. And today, on the final episode, we are joined by the most relevant RC on campus and one of the most talented RC members in our team. So, colleagues. One of, yes, because there are many more. So, colleagues, welcome to our episode, and just start off by just telling us, your rampies, the traditional of House Momentum. So, yeah, just tell us your rampy, starting from Pioneer KK.
I would prefer the eldest, right?
Okay.
Pioneer KK.
Okay.
Oh, I would.
Thank you, learned colleague. As he actually said that your most favorite residence facility on campus.
The only one.
The only one, actually.
That created his own portfolio.
Exactly. Pioneers of innovation, innovating. So basically, going to the Rimpi, my name is Koketjo Mokgalaka from the most prosperous province, Limpopo. I'm studying BSc in econometrics. I'm a fourth year. So, yeah, I think that's all actually from my side.
Oh, okay, it's my turn. Hi. I am Chavano Anthony, the RC, Social Arts, Culture, and Diversity of House Momentum. As they've said, the oldest, the ancestor of the house. I'm an education student, and I live in room number 71. You forgot your room number, this one. In the most relevant corridor.
I don't want the looters actually in my room.
Oh, wow. But colleagues, welcome to the season finale of Pioneers in Leadership. And thank God you guys got an opportunity to actually be leadership, because if not, you would not be sitting here, right? We'd just not interview you if you're not leadership, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, but before we start with the conversation, I just want us to take it back, right? Pioneer Anthony. Let's take it back to first year, entering House Momentum, on your first day in House Momentum, and looking it back now, 5 years later. Did you ever think, in your wildest dreams, that you'd be in RC culture?
Yeah, to be honest, from my very first day walking into this house, for me, I came here for academics. Like, no social life, no leadership, no nothing. I just wanted to get my degree and get out of this place. But I've learned a lot in this space, and as time has progressed, in my very first year still, towards the end of it, I knew that agriculture is my calling, but at first I had to grow and I had to grow myself, and I had to understand what I'm letting myself into. Being dominated by all the agricultures before, you have to run. But personally, I believe you have to be ready for something before you can run. So I took my time to get to know myself, to learn about myself, and now, I'm here.
And the last RC culture convinced you to run, finally, right?
Yeah.
and gave you a very proper handover.
I have to give
and that is very scarce in our Momentum, hey. And in residences generally. Handovers are not a thing, but I remember the previous RC Culture and Social, who was very dedicated at his work and did everything well and proper.
It seems like you don't actually believe it.
Oh, no, I do. No shade. Okay. I'm not like you.
Oh, but you, of course, the Pioneer KK, that had an opportunity of becoming a corridor prime 2 times. It's a consistency for me. Did you ever think, or did you ever have ambitions of becoming an RC when you were just a corridor prime?
I think I could actually go with the yes. I think actually on my second term, few of my actually friends, actually did actually motivate me. You say to actually that just go for this, man, give it a try. You know what they actually say? They say that at least try and fail, but then never fail to try. You see? So, yeah, I actually landed in my second time as Corridor Prime, actually in my third year. So, yeah, I think that's it.
And you tried, eh?
I really did.
And you tried, eh?
One of the few prosperous RCs currently.
Actually, because in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, he's one of the artists that were able to establish a plan, a well-structured plan on how to maneuver the COVID-19, and actually we're proud to say in House Momentum that we've never had a COVID case, but this is not actually, for the record, but then, just want to find out from your side, right, being into the RC, entering into the RC team, were you ever thinking that maybe you could get a portfolio that's, in this for like the residence facilities, or you had a specific portfolio that you're looking into, maybe media and marketing? Who knows, you love cameras as well. So just want to know, is there any? Yeah. You have a specific...
I think firstly, I didn't actually even mention it in my manifesto. I wanted...
Which one? The prime one or the RC one or the vice prime one?
Nah, obviously like we were speaking about RC right now. Not the prime. I can't mention another portfolio in a while.
Just checking.
So basically it was, I wanted finance. Yeah, so but then unfortunately, our previous prime, actually, since we have a new one right now, did actually give me residence facilities, But then he did actually explain the nitty-gritties about, or behind it, on why he did actually give me the portfolio, you see. So I really think it was actually a good thing that I actually got this specific portfolio, because I really did learn a lot, man.
And you seem to be enjoying it, man, getting those emails, getting those reports.
I really don't enjoy
doing your work, man. I actually commend you on that, man.
I really don't think I enjoy it, but then I think it was actually something to look into, because it has actually brought a lot of growth, actually, So, yeah.
Right.
All right, yeah. But Anthony, as a former horticulture myself, I know the tenacity that it needs to run this portfolio, right? Because of it's a event-based portfolio, right? Here you really need to lead from the front, you see. And so I want to know from you that with the year that you have had as RC Culture, social and all of those other portfolios, where do you find that equalizer to equalize Chavano, the individual, and Chavano, the RC? Like, how do you bring the balance in together and making sure that we don't only see Chavano the performer, but we can also see the professional Chavano? Because as much as you can make events, you still need to sit in an RC room and be professional. So how do you bring it together? And do you even consider yourself professional?
I consider as for leading from the front. Anyways, let's go back to the question. As for how do I keep a balanced lifestyle, I believe in the beginning of this, I remember in strategic planning and that stuff, our promises must be holistic, blah, 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 blah. So how I balance things, I try to work in all of the different facets in my life. So I have time where I'm like, okay, today, for this hour, I'm really not going to be an RC, I'm going to be myself. So then I forget about the whole RC thing. And I believe that self-care is very important. So I just love to take time for myself.
Of course, go to the gym.
I would not. Okay, it's fine. It's a shade for me, but it's okay. No, you make me lose my train of thought now, but it's fine. So I believe it's very important to spend time with yourself. I stated before, to get to know yourself. So how do I find balance? I just make time for myself, and then I make time for my studies. I make time for the RC, and I make time for whatever else I have to do. So really try my best to literally just balance my life and have time for the different things that I have to do. Because as much as I am an archie, if you said to yourself, I'm also a human being, I'm also a son, I'm also a friend, I'm also
a babe. Sometimes.
Don't say it on camera, man. No, you're killing my game. Yeah,
the non-existent one.
It's fine. A private life is a happy life,
Truthful. So colleague, you noted something about keeping a balanced lifestyle, right? So now, because the current portfolio that you're holding at the moment is quite a handful, because I think it's 4 portfolios, right, if I'm not mistaken. But now, it's 3, right? So the next is it successor or predecessor issue?
You know, I
English
also have a problem
sometimes
with that.
because of English. But then, like
Successor.
the person who's gonna come into this portfolio, what would you say to them in terms of are you out to balance this? Because I know currently at the moment you have Mr. Menton that you're working with as a formal. There are many things in play. So how would you advise someone to adopt to a balance a balanced method that you actually use?
One thing is that no man is an island. Né? So I would say to my successor, surround yourself with people that are willing to support you. Not only support you in the bad stuff, but be there to support you emotionally, to support you in all the different things that you are doing in your life. So I would say, and also it's very important to have a spiritual life. Doesn't matter with what God you are serving, but trust your God to lead you, because I believe that God would never entrust you in something if you knew that you won't be able to do it. So trust the process, first of all. Trust yourself. Most important, trust yourself and surround yourself with true people who are really there to support and to love you, not those who drag you down. Because they're able to see a snake from a friend.
Only the real ones.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. I felt that, eh?
I actually feel like doing this. Those people they do these things.
No, that's too
Wusa.
deep. No, that's too
Oh,
deep.
okay.
Yeah. So, coming back, Pioneer KK. This is your 4th year residing in House Armentum. And within the 4 years that you have stayed here, you are one individual that I believe that was very holistic, in a sense that you really had your hand in different pots, right? I don't know if it's different parts of the same pot, because you were Corridor Prime for 2 years. That's the same pot. Okay. Oh, so you had your hand in the same pot for 2 years, and you later became an RC, right? Which means there's a lot of leadership development that went through there. But what is that one thing that you can say that RC taught you that no one else could have taught you? And I ask this to someone that I know is very opinionated, someone that really has a mouth and they really know how to use it. So what is that one thing that really humbled you by the lesson that they gave you? It can be literally anything. From minutes to resignations to like literally anything.
I don't think, man, I really did learn a lot, actually. But then, more especially, let me just say I'm a skeptical person, eh? So, but then in most cases, let me just say I did actually learn a lot of what people are capable of and what they are not actually capable of, So, they always say that do not judge a book by its cover. There was a comedian who actually said that then was the reason of the cover for being there. But then I did actually learn a lot, man. I did actually learn a lot. And you actually get to experience some things that you didn't even, they were out of your imagination, NJ. You have never actually thought, or this kind of person is actually capable of this kind of things, or maybe this type of things will definitely unfold actually in that certain space, you see. But then I can just say actually at the highlight in J is actually character improvement. I'll definitely just say that.
Anthony?
One thing that I've learned in this term was growth, man. All of us, I take us back to the beginning of last year when we entered office, and how we have grown as individuals, and how this space have really just give us an opportunity to learn and to give all of us, or most of us, I'm going to say all of us, most of us had such introverted senses when we entered office, and when we see how we've grown up, progressed, it's absolutely beautiful to see how leadership can actually change people. And that is one thing that I've learned from this, is to see when actually you are placed in a position where you have to lead, you will take this chance and you will grow. And that was beautiful to see. Beautiful.
No, but one thing I also love is that depends on the individual themselves. When a position is given to you, what do you do with it?
True.
How far do you go with it?
True.
and that is just also the theme, you know, pioneers of innovation. Like, how innovative can you be with the current portfolio you share? I mean, I was also ambitious when I got.
All of us were.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just that growth has just been one of the things that actually that was outstanding for the year, right? But then for you guys, I just want to find out from you, within the RC team for this year. Was there like someone that you say that you were like looking up to in a way that they're like maybe guiding you in such a way that just advising you in your work, man, just being there as your shoulder to cry on? So is there like any specific member who was there for you in like and like, for example, if you having like a breakdown at 3 a.m., someone that you could call, just someone that you could share your whole sentiments of with? Was there such a person for you guys?
Can I start? Most definitely. You guys know my relationship with Lavuyo. Yeah, this has been my person throughout, my support system, my shoulder to cry on, my partner in crime. The things we did together this year. Listen. So yeah, we have really grown. Our friendship, the bond that we've had, has really grown from strength to strength, and I really do appreciate you, friend. This is my go-to person, man. It's my predecessor, so it was so easy to be successful.
And he's written in the handover.
Because he's the only RC that got a handover. Oh well, I also got a handover at least for the prime portfolio, not VP.
Oh, okay, for that one, okay. Pioneer KK.
Oh,
tell us your side, sir.
I really think, to be honest, there wasn't really somebody who I was actually going for inside the RCs, But then there were certain individuals at the beginning of the term who I thought maybe, okay, we can actually do this and that, So, but then, actually, like I said before, that, you get to actually learn a lot about people, sometimes the cover actually mislead, you see. So, yeah, but then I was actually getting that emotional support and everything from my friends, actually, you see.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, but then throughout the term, yeah, I think actually SK is actually the person who I can actually speak to, who I'm really close with, But then there are obviously certain individuals who are actually from, let me just say, portfolio-wise advice, Luvuyo.
Creative juices.
Yeah, creative juices,
Wait, I'm waiting to hear other names. I heard Luvuyo.
Luvuyo, ellipsis thought. I'm just kidding. No one actually is besides SK, and then Luvuyo actually work related. Yeah, but then I'm really close with SK.
Yeah, and one thing I'm really very surprised of is how the team dynamics changed. I remember our first official RC meeting. Let me just take you back to our first official RC meeting. I remember it's just 2 days after an election, and the nature of elections in House Parliament. It's very deep here, and a lot of things happened, a lot of things were said, a lot of people were unhappy, and we all sat in one table. And from there and there, I remember at the back of my head, I'm just like, how am I going to work with these bunch of people? You just get this one that was just a corridor prime is now an RC, and then you get this one, he was in my subcom, he's now in the table with me, and then you get Roy. He was an RC first year before. What is he doing in this table? I really had those thoughts, but with how we have grown, and also I remember also in the first meeting, I did mention to you guys, and I think it was a prophecy, that we're not going to finish the first scene where we started, right? And I really did not mean in terms of numbers, but that's what's more evident. But also, I also meant in terms of experience, in terms of growth, and in how we have understood each other. Really, which buttons to press to annoy who in the team, and how to work around specific people also. And I really love the growth. And especially for you guys, because you guys have never been RCs before. So it was really just your first time.
Yeah, it's also my first time.
Yeah. And when you can run
again, man. But I actually have the potential.
I support that.
Yeah, I'll think about that if my pay can be increased, because the work I put
Take
in.
it from an exercise support.
Of course, creating posters is a lot of work.
It's such a lot of work, you would know. on campus. But then,
Colleagues, now I'm coming and wrapping things up and looking at future prospects. We are entering into a season of elections also institutionally and also as a residence, right? Looking at the young, fresh blood in House Armentum. And now I'm speaking, and I know that you guys won't run again, right?
Why are you looking at me?
Way too old for this.
You're very old for this. Yeah, so basically, looking at the young blood within the space, do you think there is a future with Sui Generis?
Can I start? Definitely. I believe that we have done our job. We have been an example, we have set an example, and the future is bright for our Sarmentum. I'm looking at our FCOM and I look at the determination and the drive and the passion that they have for this house, and it's really motivating, and I really truly love that. So I can definitely see there's a future for this residence, man. There's a future, and I am really excited to see what the future holds. Do I really want to see my legacy that I've left behind, that it grows and it continues, and yeah, man, I'm excited, and I really do believe that there's a future for this house when it comes to leadership.
After 5 years, it's sure a long legacy.
That's it.
Actually, we should do comedian, right?
But then from my side, I definitely agree with Pioneer Anthony here, man. I really think the upcoming RCs, will definitely do a better job if they're being led by, somebody who's actually willing to be at the forefront, who's actually visionary, who's actually strategic and creative enough to actually see what is actually important, what is actually lacking in the house, So, because I really think the fundamental thing that we somehow actually lacked as the RCs of this year was actually maybe taking into cognizance of what is actually needed for house members, So I really think if the upcoming one can actually just be conscious enough about that, most definitely there will be prosperity in the house. But then I have faith, man. I have faith.
And with the residence head that we have, I really trust that the legacy is going to be brought forth. And as we've said, the FCOM, they're working absolutely hard. This is literally the first FCOM that we've seen work this hard. Under the leadership, of course, of Pioneer Jadim. And even the corridor primes, man, they're just there. You see, everyone is just there. And literally, we are in a space of developing leaders within the space.
So true.
And it's so nice how I've really developed you guys. You guys were part of my subcom. And you guys are here now. Man, look at my babies.
Yeah, actually, right?
They both even got your handovers as secretary and as
something like that.
Something like that, right?
Right.
You got handovers, right?
Actually, I got a very nice handover. So now, colleagues, right? So this conversation has been there's been a lot of dimensions to it, more serious, more fun. There have been a lot of jabs inside, but then now we just wanna play a little game now to get to know more of you, just the bubbly side of you. So this game is called This or That. Something I extracted from the mandate, as my colleague would know. So I'm just gonna give you 2 options, right? And then you're gonna choose from one. So, right. I don't know, should we go 1-1 or same
Can
time?
you do him? I'll do him.
Okay. Pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna ask RC meeting or social area.
RC meeting.
Okay. Another one. Let's see. Money or your friends?
Friends?
Your friends are gonna love you after this one. Then over to you, colleague.
No, last one.
You can actually ask 2.
Alcohol memes.
That's a difficult one.
Why is
but
it a
then
difficult one?
Imagine, because he's a meme god.
Listen,
I think I can't go a day without actually memes. So I'll definitely go with memes.
you are lying.
I'll definitely go with
People will
memes.
shock you.
That was a good one, by the way. That was a
I was
good
actually
one.
trying to think about it,
Yeah,
but the
that
creative juices, you know how they
Oh,
flow
yeah.
from. So yeah,
Or they elect this time.
this time around.
Or this time only.
Yeah, this time only.
I need my glasses, guys. I need my shades.
Alright,
This
fine.
time shades on
Anthony,
set, but then, yeah.
let's go with yours, this on that quickly. Social or culture?
Culture.
Logo July.
Luvuyo.
That was easy.
Okay, let's check. Rovegen or Zuzu?
Again.
Racist.
That's fine.
Alright, great stuff. Your two favorite pioneers. SK or Koketjo?
Wow.
You don't have to do me a favor, by the way.
The thing is, I really don't know. Like, you guys are like literally like.
Like literally the same thing.
Listen,
That's
so
why I was like,
who
yeah,
I
literally
think
the
Koketjo. I don't know. But because with
But
the
you have to
experience, I'll
choose
choose
one.
you, Pioneer.
Yeah.
shame.
FF.
So much for COVID-19. Hey, so much
Yeah, but
for
they
safety
sanitized,
plan.
right?
We sanitized.
Protocol was observed.
Etiquette, you know?
I taught my RC team well.
Absolutely love it.
But hey, man.
Oh.
Hey. And yeah, wrapping up, thank you so much for that fun game. And looking now at future prospects, we are entering into a different space now, whereby we are pursuing our different fields now. Some of us actually will be earning real money now. And our tax numbers will be more active.
More active.
So, what does the future look like in your perspective? And I think that's what a lot of people would always want to know about leadership. You know, what's life after an RC term? What are you already planning? Because this time is over. So, starting with you, Pioneer KK, the term is over. You did what you could do. There are some things that you unfortunately couldn't do. There are some things that you did, apparently. So, with everything that you have done and looking into the future, how does it look like?
That's a difficult question, no? But then, I've been actually thinking about like a way forward from here. No? Obviously, considering, let me just say academics in general, since I'm actually doing my last year. So,
Oh, really? Finally.
yeah, I've been changing, man. I've
Yo.
been changing. But then not because it was difficult, but then because I
You
did
change
actually.
courses like other people change portfolios like this?
Yeah, something like that. But then I did change because you actually get to find, alright, this is not actually you. You know?
you want, yeah.
Like, I can actually even give you a brief of what I was actually
proof,
doing.
yeah, proof.
The receipt for the past 3 years actually, since this is the 4th one. So, but then I've been actually being stuck between going for honors or maybe doing something new, you know. So, because I really don't see myself as a person who will be actually working in offices and stuff like that. I actually want more engaging with people, you see. So you see, yeah, that kind of things, you know. Because I really don't like being alone. Although most of the time I'm actually alone, but then I don't actually like it, you know, to that extent of being in a corner office, just doing this and this and that with the computer and stuff like that. So, but then I'm still actually thinking about going for honors or maybe trying a different new thing. Maybe I might do industrial psychology. Who knows?
We are full.
Yeah?
We are full.
Yeah, but then I have no academic record. I'll definitely just share.
Okay.
Always have proof.
One thing I love is that placement policy proves it all. Pioneer
Exactly.
Oh, what does the future hold for me? I don't know. Hey, I will see. For now, I will focus on my career as a teacher. I will try to go that route for now, but definitely I believe that more studies is coming my way. I'm not done. And then also with my singing, I think next year I might, take it to the next level. Since I will have more time in my hands, I will be degreed. And yes, must speak it into existence.
Certainly.
Even though the academic record don't speak with. But yeah, we wait on God and we see what He does, and then we follow His lead. Where He leads me, I will follow.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Speaking about God, man, He's always the one to choose our destiny. So I like telling my friends that we don't know what tomorrow is like. So what we can do is live into the moment, but also prepare for the next moment to cherish. But then, yeah, man, the conversations were just, I actually learned a lot from you guys. We never have such conversation, actually, But then, I actually enjoyed this, man.
And then you're part of smoking committee. No?
There's no other ad hoc committee that is going.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Let's do this, man.
Yeah, so coming to an end of everything, closing off a very, very imperfect but worth it RC term. And thank you very much, gents, for not only being present, but being present and delivering, right? And I know that people take the duty of a student leader very lightly, but no one knows what we go through behind closed doors. No one knows how much we cry, and no one knows how much we really just fight to make sure that we do our job. People see the end result and think that it just came like this. But we have seen, and we have sweated to making sure that House Armentum is where it is today. Right, and thank you very much for your servitude.
Thank you for having us.
And it's only just a pleasure. Yeah. For some of you, this might be your first and last interview in life, generally. So I hope you enjoyed it. Right? Some of us, we just do this for a living.
Right. And that is how we wrap up the finale episode of Pioneers in Leadership. And from me to you, let me actually do this right now. I'm leaving you with my favorite quote that says, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. And that is me, your boy Driven K, your RC Media and Marketing. And I'd like to say one more time, shout out to Wavy No Cap, a brand from Kimberley. They did the most on this one. Shout out, man. One time.
One time.